Good day, mates, and welcome to another segment of Transformers Saturdays by the Otaku Bandito. And today, you'll be surprised what I'm going to be reviewing. Vroom vroom! Yes, it is Transformers Armada Blur. I finally got my hands on that figure. I bought this figure from my favorite shop in Wolfville. And I was lucky to come across him. They also had a figure, not a figure, but a trailer of I think it is Armada Optimus Prime, but I didn't buy it because it didn't come with the figure itself. And yes, you need to have the figure in order to come with the trailer, because if you just have the trailer would be useless. Yeah, it's a pretty sleek looking car mode. It kind of reminds me of the Ferrari F50. Luckily, I do have a die-cast Ferrari F50 with me on hand. You see the similar looking wing? That's what I mean. Except the F50 is more angled, but looks pretty much similar. And of course, this being an Armada toy has to come with a Minicon. And of course, Armada Blur would have come with Incinerator. And yes, Incinerator is the only Minicon that will work with this toy. And no other Minicon will work with it. You have to have Armada Incinerator. With this figure, it's Incinerator or nothing. Luckily, I do have a counterfeit. I did bring with a missile. There we go. And if you put the Minicon inside of the rear wing, he turns into a jet. That's pretty cool. It's at least better than what Armada Sideswipe can do. Oh, and it might surprise you that this figure comes with missile launchers. We'll take a look at those in a moment. But first, let's get this sucker transformed. And here he is. That's all, folks. That's his robot mode. And he does look good in all of his glory. And what I do like about him, by the way, is the race helmet look for his head. Kind of fits with the whole sports car, race theme with this figure. He looks like he could be a race champion on Cybertron. As helmets, is it just me, or does not his helmet, his head, is it just me, or does he kind of remind me of the Stig? His head. Yeah, and the Stig is a character in Top Gear. In case if you haven't known already. Go look him up. And he can hold his 2 missile launchers. He does look pretty cool dual-wielding those things. He looks like a gunslinger race car driver. Imagine. And I do have a missile testing range to test out these missiles. Let's see how they work. Oh, and before I test out the missiles, I want to show you something real quick. You see this launcher and notice the peg on it? That's the so-called Minicon port. And it was standard for every Transformers Armada toy to have a Minicon port. So what you do is you take a Minicon, and this is not the Minicon that comes with Blur. This is one from the Classics line, which was originally going to be released in the tail end of the Cybertron toy line. So what you do is you take this Minicon, put it on there, and there you go. You got a Minicon activated feature. Alright, let's go test out these suckers. Are you ready? 810 Thunderbolt Minicon? Ready as you can be. Get ready for pain, you guys, because you two are going down. Now let's try the other side. Any last words? Yeah! We did it, mate. So yeah, the missile launchers work surprisingly well. That's a thumbs up right there. Oh, and here's a copy of WarioWare Touch. I love this game, and I play it whenever I go on long car journeys. I was going to fit it inside the Blur spoiler, but problem is, it doesn't fit. So I decided to use this black missile instead. Alright, let's talk about articulation. Legs are ball jointed, but you do get very limited movement out of them. Arms are on a hinge joint, I think. And they do go like this. That's as far as arm articulation goes. You don't get much for articulation. Arm articulation. Head does move. He sees you. Quick! Let's get him in a cool pose. Yeah, now we're talking. He looks like he can kick some butt. So, what do I think about Transformers Armada Blur? I think it's a good figure. He's pretty posable for an Armada figure, but still gets very limited movement in the arms and legs. But hey, that's better than what some of the other Armada figures can do. And he transforms into a cool looking sports car that is reminiscent of the Ferrari F50, and an equally cool looking robot mode. What's not to like? And he also comes with an equally cool Minicon. I don't have the Minicon that comes with it. Hopefully I'll get a hold of him. If you like to get this figure, I suggest pick up this one or Universe 2000 Free Swerve, the repaint, or even the Cybertron version of Blur. And he does have a different head sculpt from this one. In fact, the head sculpt of Cybertron Blur kind of reminds me of G1 Blur. And he also has a Cyberplanet key gimmick, which is standard on every Transformer Cybertron toy. Alright, so this concludes Transformer Saturdays number 3. See you later, alligator.